Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Megalithic Thoughts. I'm your host, Connor Eyre, and today we are going to be looking at various ancient artifacts left behind by our ancestors. It's one thing to look at the megalithic sites and the sacred sites, but to truly understand the people of the time, you have to look at the stuff they've left behind. We start off with something a bit older than megalithic. This is Paleolithic. This is 20,000 to 40,000 years old. As you can see, it's truly incredible craftsmanship that's gone into it. As you can now see on screen, these are three other beautiful Paleolithic axe heads that are located in Littlehampton Museum in West Sussex. These three examples have been found within the Sussex area and are all beautiful and perfect examples of the ancients. We fast forward on from the Paleolithic fairly quickly. We want to mainly look at Neolithic, as that is really when the main megalithic construction was going on. And as an example, we have these lovely little socket axe heads. These are about 5,000 to 6,000 years old. Both examples come from Africa. However, you can find similar examples all around the world, not just in Africa. These would originally have had a wooden handle, whereas the Paleolithic axe heads would have been used by hand. This is another very interesting Neolithic axe head. It's very similar to the socket ones, it's just much smaller and it's got a lot more wear and tear on it, a lot more use. But it's still an incredible example as to what was being used in these times. As you can see, the Paleolithic axe head is very different to the Neolithic axe heads, not just in size but in craftsmanship. As you can see, the Paleolithic axe head is a lot more rough, whereas the Neolithic axe head is much more smooth. It's got more of a polished finish and would have been much easier to use. As you can see on screen now, these are various different arrowheads. The four on screen at the moment are from my personal collection. All four come from Africa, various regions. Now on screen are various arrowheads that are in Littlehampton Museum. These again are just such incredible examples of what the ancients left behind. This is a personal favourite of mine. These beautiful polished axe heads. These are in Karnak Prehistoric Museum and they're just incredible. These weren't so much tools, these were very much ceremonial artifacts because they're just so fragile that if you were to use them in combat or to try and cut wood, they would just shatter. You can see chipping on a few. You can also see holes that have been drilled higher up, believed to have been worn as pendants, which I just find fascinating. These are incredible, incredible artifacts left behind for us to look at. It's not just axe heads and arrowheads that are left behind. We have beautiful stone cut figurines, such as this one from Egypt. This is around 4,000 years old, and it is just an incredible example of more of an everyday item than a weapon or tool. It's just, again, it's beautiful, it's got the craftsmanship that's gone into it. All of these artifacts we look at are incredible, and it's something that we should look at more. On screen now you can see an incredible chopper. This is a bit different to the axe heads and stuff that we've already looked at. This comes from modern day America. This would have once been used by the indigenous tribes. This is a bit of Neolithic pottery. It's a lovely little example of Neolithic pottery. It comes from what is Essex now in England, and this just goes to show their everyday, where what they were cooking with, and it's just a reminder that we really aren't too different to our ancestors. On screen now you can see some beautiful corrugated pottery. This comes from modern day America. It's very interesting, this corrugated pottery. It's very different to other sorts of pottery we see from this time period. This is another example of pottery that we see from the Americas. This again comes from modern day USA, and this dates to around 4,000 years old. But unlike the corrugated pottery, this has beautiful painting on it. And it's just incredible to see the artwork that the ancients, the ancestors, were doing back all this time ago. It's not different to what we do now. This is a very interesting bit of pottery. This comes from modern day Israel and dates to around 3,500 years to 4,000 years old. Again, this is just an example of pottery. It's a very simple artifact, but it's something we still use today. Whether it's a coffee mug or a bowl or a plate, it's all pottery. And in 4,000 years' time, someone may be doing a similar video like this, looking at pottery that we use now. This is an incredible mace head. It's humongous. It's very bizarre to see such a big mace head. It would have been very hard to use as a weapon. I believe this was more of a ceremonial item. Just looking at the size of it, it would have been impossible to use unless there were giants to use such things. We now have two incredible examples of prehistoric jewellery. You could almost still wear such jewellery, it's incredible. Both pieces are located at the Karnak Prehistoric Museum, and both truly are incredible. Both of these were found at two separate sites, both were burial mounds and clearly belonged to some very important people. I'm going to show you a few photos now of a few examples of axe heads, arrowheads, pottery, and other artifacts. Well, guys, thank you for watching today. I do appreciate your support. I'm sorry this wasn't a longer video, but I just wanted to go through a few basic different artifacts today with you guys. But once again, thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and do share this video. It does help with getting more people to watch. All the support helps. Thank you guys.